Welcome back, everybody. Good morning or good evening for some of you. How's it going? Welcome, welcome. Mihal, congratulations for the profits. First target. I haven't even checked the charts yet. 222, maybe. We'll go there. Who knows? Andrea, hello. You're good. You're good. Trendy Assets, hello. What's up? Bill Hohenst in the flesh. Street Beats, welcome. And Marcus here. Dobro jutro. Dobar dan. Hello, everybody. Loving Nature Guy, good to see you back. What's happening? Happy trading to you too. HT Photo, good morning. You're good. Okay. So as you guys can see, I do have a small gold trade here. Not a big deal. I hope it will get to TP. There's actually a 5-minute. I forgot to put this here. This is a 5-minute supply zone higher at 91. Well, who knows? If it's not gonna hit the target yet, maybe later. Who knows? But NQ is going lower. How was the Asia session? I do see that there was some volatility, some movement. So that's good, I guess. That's always good. That's always good if we have more volatility. And we have 10 likes and 44 viewers. That is amazing. Can we get to 20 likes? Let's go to 20 likes. Awesome. Slow moving, yeah. Yeah, I can see that. It was a little bit of a... I mean, it was slow, but at least it was better than just sideways action here in the PM session. And you're Camille, good to see you. What's up? Welcome, Camille. Oh my gosh. Oh, look at this gold trade. Struggling here a little bit. So let's see what's happening on NQ. All right. There is a 15-minute fair value gap here. Let's just put on some stuff on the chart. Okay. Let's see how far can we get with this. So here is a 15-minute BC. And that's fine. Let's give a different color to it. That's a 15-minute BC. Picked up liquidity from here, which is so far so good. What else do we have? I'm kind of looking for a bullish move here, to be honest. I really want to see some bullish moves. So also kind of looking for an inversion. In this case, if we're talking about inversion gaps, then I would be much happier if we could close above that area. So we have to go above the midnight level if I want to go long. But who knows? Let's check the higher time frames. 1 hour. Okay, not much there. Not much there. Went lower. I don't see anything special going on down there. You can check for the 4 hour. The 4 hour looks like barcoding. This new week opening gap has been rebalanced somewhat, I would say. So that's all right. I think we can go higher, hopefully. This is still an unbalanced price range from February 3 to 4. That's a new day opening gap. And lower, here's another new day opening gap. So we're practically hovering in between. We should see up close candles soon. above 422 or 21 at least, or below 103. I guess we're gonna stay in the same range until the news come out today, because we have non-farm payroll, right? So yeah. Yeah, that's all we have. MSG UFO, hello. What's up? What's up? So yeah, as for gold, well, we have that supply zone. Obviously, it can pull back lower and squeeze some long positions, including mine. Not sure. We also have some Asia lows down there still on gold. Asia low. Who knows? Asia high. Okay. But that's all we have. That is all. Pretty quiet. What time is that payroll? That is going to be, I think, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. In my time, it's going to be 2:30 p.m., but it's going to be 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard in the morning. So before the market open, 1 hour before the market open. Let's see if gold can push higher. Okay. Even if gold pushes higher, there is nothing more that we could do with that. So that is it. And I feel like there's no reason to do anything else on NQ. I'm not going to jump into a short for now. I don't think so. I can check the 1 minute just to see if there's any reason that we can go lower. Nothing down there. Okay. So no reason on the 1 minute to go lower. There's a 1 minute supply zone higher, just for future reference. Okay, so that is a 1 minute supply zone up there, but that's it. That's all we have. So even before, I like to stay bullish on this. And the distance from this area is only 27 points. I mean, it's not too much, but could be enough for something. Depends on how the lower time frames are going to react. If it starts to drop, I'm not interested in a trade. So, Shenanigan, hello there. Do you know how long it takes for Funded Futures Network funded account to be activated? Well, that's the only negative part with Funded Futures Network so far, is that it takes for them about 1 or 2 days, because they're doing it manually. So it takes 1 or 2 days. Yeah. Actually, it took me 3 days until I received the funded account, because they said they're doing it manually. I was like, okay, but otherwise, no issue. No, they did not. They did not. Obviously, you can send them a support ticket. Support is very responsive, by the way, Shenanigans. So if you send them an email, I'm sure they're going to get back to you. And it usually takes a little bit more time than usual. That's the only negative side so far that I see. The daily bias, Benjamin, I don't know. I don't have a daily bias. At this moment, my bias, I'd like to see, there you go, TP on gold. So at this moment, I'd like to see the market go higher on NQ. if it goes lower, I don't care. I'm not entering a trade. The plan is to look for buys above. Hold on. For buys above here, above this level. Let's put it to the top. And that's it. That is the plan, what I have. But like, usually my bias is like changing. I'm kind of reactive as price action develops throughout the session, throughout the day. So yeah, so far I'm not interested to take a short. Even if it starts to drop, I'm not interested in it. I'm looking for possible buys, and there's some good targets higher. So let's just hope, and let's see. Perk, hello. What's up, son? All right, we're having 19 likes and 92 viewers, which is amazing. Can we get to like 40 or 50? 40 or 50 likes, everybody. I know we can do it. I know we can do it. Let's get there. I know we can get there. I know. Bulenox, well, it's going well. It's going fine. The problem is I blew up my funded account. That's the problem. But so far they're good. No problem with them. Morning, Kemal. Hello. So now I have new evaluation accounts with them. But yeah, it is what it is, right? It is what it is. Okay, NQ is still going lower. I have zero interest to follow this drop. Like absolutely no interest. There's a small gap down there at 241. Maybe it can drop lower. And nothing more. Been long since midnight from 304, and it's just doing its thing as usual. Well, yeah. It's just doing the thing. I agree. I agree. For scalping purposes, you might say there is some more liquidity on this 50-minute fair value gap down at 241, which could be possible. Down to 241, I don't know. I guess that's a possibility. Would not be surprised on a drop down there. I think it can go lower, right? I can't connect. What is it? Is there a connection issue again? Seems like there is. Wow. Connection issue again. Nice. New York was asked yesterday. Oh yeah, it was so bad. Yeah. That was so absolutely trashy. I mean, look at this. Especially from 10 a.m. It was like, ugh. Very bad. That's what she said, right? You short NQ to the weekly opening price. Good morning. That's could be a good option there. Again, there's a fair value gap down at 241.25. It can still drop lower. It could decide to shift this 15-minute busy. We don't know. We shall see. I think London session it will go to grab more liquidity, and New York session pump. Yeah, it could drop down much lower. Serial, hello. Yesterday, New York session, Kamal, I agree. It was like absolutely a challenge to get through that 10 a.m. hour. That was so tough. I know. We are having 32 likes. Can we get to 50, everybody? Let's get to 50. Price action should be better after. Yeah, hopefully. I haven't even checked the numbers. Like they're expecting more employed people. Yeah, so expecting better numbers. Unemployment rate should be the same, they say. Earnings should stay the same. So definitely not expecting bad numbers here. Yonix, hello. Marco ZFG, hello there. Yeah, so far that is it. Neo Lucky, hello, good to see you back. What's up? Open was the only good move. The rest chop, yeah. The rest it was full chop city. I agree. Total chop city. 100%. Well, what can we do, right? I mean, also on this morning, I think it's just best to wait. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised on some further drop on NQ, but it's not happening. Did you get your Apex 1 million pet? Not yet. Still working on it, though. Still working on it. Not yet. We'll get there. We will get there soon. So just to be clear, I'm not gonna trade anything. I'm not gonna do anything until we're not getting above 306. So I don't see any reason to get into a trade until then. So this could be just a waiting game again. Let's just wait. The waiting game. $38 minutes still. Let's see. It's kind of weird. They delayed NFP last week to juice the numbers. Could be. I mean, it's possible. I don't see any other reason. I mean, you could be right. I agree. Okay, gold is okay. The market is reacting to the zone here. Gold is dropping a little bit. And I'm still kind of waiting for this level to, I mean, I'm just waiting for this to go higher. And we'll see. So first target I'd like to see, if we get higher, there would be a good scalping opportunity at 334 and then higher to that 5-minute supply zone, but that's it. That is all. Good morning, Michal. Hello. I had a long position on gold, which was a TP right here to that 5-minute zone. Nice reaction now from it. So that was the only trade. And so far, I'm just waiting for the market to push above 300. If it can. If not, that's fine too. I'm not taking a short trade, so I'm perfectly okay with that. Cheesy balls, hello. What's up? What is up? They kind of break even. Trying to end big green. Well, we have news today. So 8:30 Eastern Standard, we're going to have NFP, hopefully. And after that, the market open and the New York AM session will tell us the direction, hopefully. So, you know, we will wait according to that. So there could be a structure shift here on the 5-minute now. There could be a structure shift. The VWAP is right there in the middle of this inversion gap. I mean, it's not practically an inversion gap. No, it's not that. Okay. Buenos dias, GoneFX. Hello. I'm doing well, thank you. A little bit tired today. I don't know why. I mean, I have to sleep more, right? But yeah, kind of waiting. That's all. I have zero intention to go to and take a short trade, so I'm not gonna do that. I'm just going to wait for the midnight level 306 to get broken, and actually that would be inverting this gap here, and that's what I'm waiting for. We could see a classic ICT 2022 entry here. Not specifically a bullish breaker, but technically almost a bullish breaker. I mean, look at that. Even with this wick, this would be a market structure shift up there, right? So this would be a market structure shift, which is cool. And we are having, hold on, the high of this one is 86.50, 87. So what do we have here? What do we have here? We have, oh, that's not going to be good. What can I use to draw on the screen? Oh, that's not good. Okay. How does this work? Awesome. Can I add this to Chrome? I think I just did, right? I think I did. Let's try it out. Okay, this one. Ooh, that's not good. That's not good. How can I take it off? How can I get this off here? What? All right. Short and Q. Let's see. 306 is a good short too. Yeah, I mean, that's why I'm saying let's just wait. Oh. How do I delete things? No. Remove selection. But what do I, how do I select? Anyway. Oh, that's very bad. Ugh, that's also bad. Okay, somewhat better. Let's go with a different color. Okay. Okay. Man. All right, don't worry, guys. I'm on it. I'm on it. Okay, it's dropping. All right, so finally, I think I can do this. So there was... No, I'm not in a trade here. I'm not in a trade. So this is a lower high. Oh, that's terrible. Never mind. Draw circle, hexagon, rectangle, circle, spray. Clear or drawings. All right, anyway. So here's a lower high. This is a higher high, higher high, lower lows right here. These are all lower lows. And so the thing is, how do I? Okay, now I see it. Hold on. Okay, whatever. I know now. I know how to use it. So here it is. I know it's an ugly color, but bear with me on this one. This is a bullish breaker here. That's what I'm trying to say. Bullish breaker. What the hell? What is this? Okay. Anyway. Here's a bullish breaker. Unfortunately, it's not transparent. Never mind. Okay, let's leave it at that. This is just... Okay. And how do I get off this? Okay. Oh, Mihal said today shorts. 980, let's go. Thank you, 265. Okay, let's see. It's been so up and down this... well, everybody's waiting for the news, basically. Time frame. This is the 5-minute time frame right now. You guys can always see which time frame I'm at. So you can always see which time frame I'm on. In the down right corner right here. This is the 5-minute. I can switch to the 15. It can still drop lower. I'm just trying to say, like, it created a bit of a bullish breaker situation here with the fair value gap. Now, obviously, this is not strong enough until we are having liquidity down below, which is at 241. So although it looked like it might want to shift the market structure here, it's a tricky one. And this is why, you know, the 2022 entry or the classic bullish breaker entry is just not enough in itself. But yeah, I mean, it could be, but it didn't work out right now. Good morning, Hippo Trader. Hello. Which stock futures will you trade when they come? Well, obviously, I think I have no idea, but I guess everybody's going to be trading the most popular ones like Nvidia, Meta, or Tesla maybe. I guess the NQ traders or the index traders are going to be hopping onto some of the magical 7. I guess Nvidia is going to be very popular, right? I don't know. What I can do, I can actually open a trade on one of my evaluation accounts. I'm not taking this trade on funded, but just to see if it goes higher, but I don't think it will. Risk to reward ratio would be good with a 1 to 2. Can I go with 3 micros on this? Let's go with 4. All right. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm not sure because we have that 241 down there. So it's just very, very close. And that's a 15-minute gap. That's the issue. And we still have London open. I think it will go down and sweep some levels down there. I feel like that this low at 253 is going to break and it's going to finish up the move all the way. Well, let's see. Down to 250. I can actually take a scalp on this. 250, can we take that? I think we can. Yeah. I don't know. Can we? Just to go over the previous low, which is at 53. But the thing is, we are in a breaker scenario here. So that is something we don't know. NQ likes the fib level. That fib level, yeah. I mean, that's a nice round number of 250. There's a fair value gap right there on the 5-minute and the 15-minute as well. So the lower, the 241, is a 15-minute fair value gap, and we also have a 5 here. And it does seem like that this bullish breaker is going to fail. Yeah, you know, about 2 years ago or 3 years ago, I was trading this setup all the time. When I saw this, when I saw the exact same thing, this situation, I was in the trade. I didn't even think. I just took the trade when it went down to the fair value gap. But as far as I'm seeing it, these setups are failing if quite a few times if you're not waiting for the ideal liquidity level to be swept. So this is great that we actually shifted this 15-minute buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency level. That's great. But if I look at the higher time frames, there's still some left down here, and here. And when I see this, even though I know that this is a bullish breaker setup, I'm kind of anticipating that, especially when a strong drop is happening, like with this 5-minute candle, that it's just a little bit dangerous to jump into a long. But like, I was having too much losses with this if I just took every single bullish breaker, especially on the 5-minute or higher. If I took every single one of these, well, let's just say I was not really happy about the situation. Too many stop losses. It's still an amazing entry, because this would be the classic ICT 2022 entry here. But the problem, again, what is the final target for liquidity? What would be the turning point? This was really looking good on the 15-minute. It was a perfect area to reprice. And that's why I'm still hesitating. Like, can this be the area to, you know, to reposition and to go higher? 17 minutes to go until the open. Yeah. I also, I was wrecked all the time, but like, I was not really looking for the whole market context. So when I saw the setup, I just took every single setup and I got wrecked big time. So wasn't really a good experience. So by themselves, yes, Pochi, I agree. So breakers are a good entry model. This is a good entry model, but by themselves, I think they are absolutely useless without using proper levels or market context. If you take every single breaker, then you're done. That the whole situation is just it's going to be super bad. Like, okay, I can take one. Let's just jump into one. All right. I do have a couple of Bulenox evaluation accounts. I still kept the subscription. Let's just take one. This is a Bulenox Eval. I paid $15 for it, but I have a couple more. Let me put it on the screen. All right. Let me put it on the screen. All right, let's go with this. This is a Bully evaluation. I took the trade on this with 10 micro just to see how it goes. I would not take this trade on a funded account. So just out of curiosity, I'm curious if this bullish breaker is going to turn out good. Now, the optimal trade entry for this one, and this is just to follow through with the setup. Again, I am not taking this on any of my funded account because I'm not trusting the bullish breaker in this area. So neither should you, I think. So the optimal trade entry at least would be at 271. Now my entry is 269.50, which is good. So 269.50. Let's just put it here, 269.50. My stop loss would be below the swing low. Okay. 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio, because I said I want to aim for the midnight level, which means my TP in this case would be 305. Let's put it there. Actually 304.75, all right? And my stop loss is going to be down there. So this is a bullish breaker scenario, and let's see if we can get it. Only on an evaluation account, this one. Exactly, Michal. Yeah. If you take every single setup now, obviously we shifted some liquidity here. We haven't really gone all the way down there to 241, and that is what I was missing. But, you know, let's see. You know, I'm just curious if this is going to work or not. And you know what? I'm not even going to take a partial profit. Just let it be. I'm not doing anything with this. I have the week 25 October 3. Let's see. Major, hello. I'm at ES 210 micro. Let's go. So entry wise, the entry is good, but I'm not sure if we can get up there. Well, it's only risk management wise. Like if I was reading Trading in the Zone and the Disciplined Trader, and mathematically speaking, if you like, it depends on the edge, right? So with the 1 to 2 risk reward ratio, usually like you would only need to win like 34% of the time or 35% of the time, something like that. I'm not sure. And you could be in profit, but like, you know, who knows? We'll start to, I'm okay with this. This is an evaluation account. It's a cheap Bulenox evaluation account, still from the 90% sale. I have like 5 more or something. I don't even know how much. I'm okay with this. I'm gonna play around with this account. Not technically, like, but trying to take proper setups. But in this case, let's see if the bullish breaker is gonna play out or not. YOLO trading not work. Yeah. The activation fee is very expensive, $148 on the 50K account. Even more expensive on the 100K. I think it's $220 or something on the 100K and $500 on the 150K account. So the only account which is still like okay to go with is the 50K account. I think the 25K account has $130 something activation fee. So, but they have a very cheap upfront cost promo, usually like 80%, 90% off. So the evaluation accounts are relatively cheap. Cheapo trade, exactly. It's a cheap trade. But yeah, I think it can go lower. Hey, Randall is here. You know, I'm trading with the prop. I treat like it's my private, not like that I can blow an account. That's true. That is true. It takes time. Yeah, it takes time too. Also, I know it's building up bad habits. I know. It builds up bad habits. I know, Randall. It's not good. Okay. Well, that is gonna go down. Watch this. All right. I think it's time to manage the trade. 9 minutes to go until London Open. It can still do some fake outs. And let's see, what else do we have? We are having 51 likes and 184 viewers. Can we get to 80 likes, please? Can we get to that 80? Just 80 likes. Let's go, everybody. Yeah, I know. It's building up bad habits. I agree, Randall. I mean, I'm not saying, like, I don't really care about this, because obviously it costs money. And I will try to trade this account to get to funded. That's the goal. I'm just taking much more risk on these evals. At least on the cheap upfront cost evals. Yeah, but the problem, you'd never know. Yeah, I agree, Keva, but well, payout rules is simple. You get to keep $10,000 of the first $10,000 of the account, so 100% profit split from the first 10K, and you can request anything above the safety net. Not anything. Now, on the 50K account, there's a $1,500 payout cap. After the first 4 withdrawals or 3 or 4 withdrawals, there is no more payout cap, but $1,500 on the 50K accounts. The safety threshold is $2,600. The minimum payout is $1,000, which means first time you can get a payout is at $3,600, not sooner. So once you reach $3,600, you can take out $1,000 from the account. And payouts are every 10 trading days. So if all goes well, you might get a chance to take 2 payouts in a month. Almost bi-weekly payouts, but like not exactly. Yeah, 1, maybe 2 micros. Yeah, if this is going to drop, I'm also going to close some micros of this. Yeah, it seems like it wants to drop. I'm going to scale out from this position if it drops. Funded Futures Network, there's only a 40% consistency rule and you get an 80% profit split. So once you're on the funded account and above the safety net, you can request a payout every 3 days. All right, I'm scaling out from this. It's only 4 micros now, down to 2 micros. So only 2 micros now. Close down the majority of the trade. I think that there's going to be a drop here real soon. $305. That was the original. All right. Now only with 2 micros in this. Yeah, no direction. I mean, I was just trying to see if this bullish breaker is going to work out. It seemed like it's going to work out, but it didn't. In fact, I think we're heading lower now to that. If it breaks this 52, then there's a beautiful, not beautiful, but there is a 50-minute fair value gap on 241. So yeah, I'm closing it. All right. $20-something loss. Not a big deal on an evaluation account. I just don't like the trade. It does seem like it wants to go lower though. Down to 252. Getting weaker. Less than 4 minutes to go. Futuristic times short from 37. Oh wow. That's a nice position you're sitting in. So yeah, international traders, bank wire transfer. That's how they pay. Bank wire transfer. Let's see. Usually within 24 hours. So I requested from the dashboard. I clicked on the dashboard during New York business hours. And on the next day it was on my account. In Europe. The next day it was on my account. So it was fairly good. I mean, I have no issue with that. You have to tell us before you enter, otherwise it doesn't count. Oh, I see. All right. The party shirt trader is here. Hello. Hey, what's up, man? How's everything in Thailand? How are things? The party shirt trader. Love the name, man. Good. All right. Super sunny. Cool. Watching markets. Yeah. There's nothing special happening. I mean, the only thing I would be looking for on a funded account is like looking for buys above the midnight level here on NQ. But otherwise, I don't care. I don't really care what's happening in this area. Looking for reversal. And we have London Open in just about how much time? In about 24 seconds. So yeah, we'll see. Here we go. London Open is happening. Seems like the bullish breaker so far is holding. Maybe I should have left the trade open, right? Shoulda, woulda, coulda, it's too late. Dude, I have to plan everything. The problem is I'm having so many things I need to settle before I can go there, because if I go there, I need to stay for a bit of time, not just a few days, but like at least for a couple of weeks. Too much obligations here. No, I'm not into. I mean, I'm heterosexual. I know you're kidding, but I do want to visit Thailand as soon as possible. It's on my bucket list. I really want to go there. Is Still holding this area, quite interesting. But because it's not really pushing much higher, I think now it could be an easy drop down to that 241. And now this bullish breaker is just gonna provide the example that why it's failing all the time. Can easily drop down to that 241 level. Few times, fun place. I bet it's a fun place. It has to be. All right, still not doing anything, and gold might be trying to get back into the middle of that 5-minute supply zone. No trades so far that I can go with, but it does seem like this one wants to break lower. I don't know. I don't know. Is this gonna fail or not? London is not doing anything right now. Seems like it. I'm not into guys. None. I know you can find many things there. I know. Many opportunities, let's just say. But as I said, I'm a heterosexual, so I don't know. I don't know about those things. Under the EMA, well, slow grind down, right? It could be going down. 253. Opportunities, yes, exactly. Those are opportunities, right? Yeah, not even the 1 minute is doing anything here. So let's just wait. $65 breakout. Could be. Well, I feel like this one can go lower and, you know, take out the low of this. What was that, 253? And that's going to be a failed breaker again, by no surprise, you know. Oh, look at that. A bit of a reversal here. No, not really. Yeah, non-farm payroll day. It is what it is. But at least I have nothing to fear. I have no trade. Perfectly okay. Let's just watch this breaker fail completely, right? What's the low of this candle? 52.75. Let's see. Until 52.75, the bullish breaker is still valid. Trap zone could be. Troy, what's up? Hello. And here's just another example why bullish breakers fail. I mean, it looks amazingly good, but if you take every single bullish breaker, then you're gonna absolutely blow up your account. Neo is gonna short. 241 is a nice 15-minute gap down there, so you guys are looking for some liquidity levels, that could be it. I'm not taking a trade. Actually, I did good by closing down that evaluation trade only with a $20-something loss. It was a nice drop here, that's for sure. And we should be dropping down more to that 241. It's very close. Should be going down there. 241.25 on the micro. Almost there. Suspension block. Which one? I love these fantasy names ICT comes out with. Which one is the suspension block? I mean, the daily has a suspension block, that's for sure. Okay, now we have it 241. Let's go, Curry Fishbowl. Congratulations. Yeah, so we now took this liquidity level at 241. Question is, are we gonna go lower? 337 taken. Let's go. Futuristic times. Congratulations. The order block at the liquidity zone. Oh. I guess. I don't know. I don't see it, but that doesn't mean it's not there. Maybe here. 15-minute. I don't see it. I'm sorry. I don't see any suspension block. But maybe I'm just, I don't know. I don't see it. I'm sorry. I'm blind. I know. Next I saw the previous day low. It could go continue lower. I'm not saying it won't. It's just below 200, so that's a nice round number. Suspension block is basically, let me show you on the daily. It would be much more simple because there is a suspension block on the daily. Let me get the VWAP off. So it's the daily chart, but it doesn't matter. Suspension block is when you have, for example, two bearish we have some bearish candles here, and this candle here in the middle has a distance from the previous candle, and there's a distance from the next candle as well. And so when you see space in between the two candles up there and down here as well, this would be a suspension block. That's it, basically. So before and after, there is some space, unbalanced price range. Yeah. Actually, there's an old term for this. I will look after it because I think it has been rebranded as well by ICT. But I'm sure I've seen this concept before. It's not called suspension block, but I mean, ICT calls it suspension, whatever. I don't care. I mean, he can come up with all the fancy names. I don't care. But yeah. Reaction on the 15-minute demand zone. Let's see. Was there a demand zone here? Let me check because I might have missed it. Yeah, there was actually. Well, technically there was a, if this is what you're saying. This created a demand zone here on the 15-minute chart. And, you know, price went back up to it. And then boom. And another reaction, boom. It's not the most beautiful one, but it worked out. No, that's not. That's a supply zone. Oh my God. Okay. I have to get more coffee, everybody. That was a supply zone. I need to get some more coffee. I'm super tired. Let's see how we're doing. We are having 75 likes. Can we push it to 80 or 90? Let's push it to 80 or 90. I know we can do it. 30 more points to get to 200. I mean, down there, it seems like it's going. Have to be forever at the same time. I don't know, Norbert. Honestly, I don't know. I haven't really studied the suspension blocks too much. In 2022, 2023, 2024, ICT was in silence about the suspension block. He never talked about it before. I guess he saw some new sci-fi movie or read something new, and he had to come out with something new to get some YouTube revenue. So he came out with the new suspension block theory. So I'm not really following what is exactly the suspension block, but yeah. I don't know what it is other than that. King of renaming and rebranding. And you could come. Well, it's somewhat. I mean, some things I heard only from him, so I give credit to him a lot. And again, I learned a lot from him, a lot. But you know, quite amazing that I'm following ICT. Like I was reading about his stuff when he was only on Baby Pips. And then he was doing some videos in 2021. He never, ever talked about suspension blocks. He first came out with the suspension block in last year, after the summer, with this new concept, which he said it was a very old concept, which he kept in secret. And I'm absolutely believing in him, believing in that, wink. So, but he never talked about the suspension blocks before. So that's a fairly new concept. I don't know the usage or the entry things. CME website. I didn't know that. Good morning, Dr. Dolly. Hello. People just don't give a shit. The more you give, the more you get shit on. Yeah. But I did learn a lot from him. I said that many times. Without ICT in 23 and 22, when I was listening a lot of his lectures and took a lot of notes, that actually helped me a lot, really a lot. So I'm actually very grateful for those lessons, but I didn't hear anything about the suspension block back then. Seems like we're going lower. The 200 level is going to be real close. You mentioned Enki could come down to nothing special, Branats, but the thing is, there was just a fair value gap here. That nothing more, nothing else. Let me show you. So the reason I mentioned 241 was nothing more of a fair value gap, nothing more, which has not been repriced there. That was the fair value gap on the 15-minute. So that was a 15-minute gap. I was like, we took liquidity from this gap, we took liquidity from the 5-minute gap. So there's only one thing to do, is to go down to that 241 level, which it did. Next question, are we going to go to previous day low? We might. For me, this is a low probability target. I tried this so many times, and just before reaching that level, the market is bouncing up there. You know, it actually luring in the sellers, like, okay, let's trap more sellers into this trade. Let's get more sellers in, and they're holding the trade, and then at 210, 205, it's going to bounce up 50 points. Trap the sellers, squeeze them, and it's done. So this is not, if I see maybe a good fair value gap, that's a good level of liquidity, I can go with it. But, you know. So speaking of suspension blocks on the 5-minute, I don't even know if this is a suspension block. We have two candles overlapping each other with the bodies, but look at this. We have a gap here. We have a gap here. Is this, somebody could tell if this is a suspension block right there? Let me know, because I have no idea if that's a suspension. Hold on a second, somebody's at the door. All right, I'm back. It was the mailman. The mailman. I got some mail. I got mail. Okay. And I got some fresh coffee. Full of suspense right now. Okay, so is this a suspension block? Nobody knows. All right, so we went down to 210. We're bouncing up to 225. This is why I'm not chasing it. Mail from Orban. Oh my gosh, tell me about it. No, if I am gonna get some mail, I'm exactly no. I think I'm gonna send some human shit with that mail back to Orban. I'm gonna put some human shit in that mail, in that paper, and I'm gonna send it back. That's what I'm gonna do. It's not a suspension block. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so that's not a suspension block. You are welcome, Bernard. How we are doing with the likes? We are at 83 likes, 17 more to get to 100. Can we get to 100? Let's do it. Okay, so still nothing. Gold is actually, I feel like it's trying to accumulate some positions here, some levels. Anyone is still holding a short to get to that 200 level? I think it could be a good target though. If you're holding it from up there, that's a good runner. That's an excellent runner. Other than that, not many things are happening. What is going on? London Open, well, at least it was not like a typical fake out. It was just a nice drop, which is good. I don't think it's a fake out move, so it could continue down. But if it's not, that's fine too. But I feel like it will take out previous day low. When did this happen? Okay, right before the close yesterday. So that's kind of interesting. NQ will go to 25k. Yeah, very well be the case. I mean, we had some really strong push here, and we still have some levels to the left, by the way. We have a sell side liquidity from a demand zone. Right there. That was the 5 minute. Okay. Sell side there. And we have another zone right here. This is a 5 minute demand zone. So that's a 5 minute demand zone. It is valid. 172. So we have some space to go lower. Zone is at 172. There's a sell side liquidity for another zone at 166. And we have the 200 level. So we do have some good levels down there. I'm not saying we cannot drop. Okay, we are actually could be reacting from this supply level as well. It's pumping. Yeah. Let's wait for the reaction here. All right, let's wait. And we'll see. So far, it does seem like it's bearish. Like, in order for this to be shifted, at least on the 5-minute chart, we need to get above 280 or 286. Until then, we're still in the same bearish scenario. This could be an aggressive entry if you just want to use an inversion here and jump into a long. I'm not sure about that. So high of the week, October 25, October 3. This is 25, October 6. And then it created the high at 649. That was the high of the week on that week. So it went up there. It went up there to about 641. Yeah. Okay, so we do have an initial reaction here. I wonder if it wants to drop. Like, how much would it drop? How much? There was a good reaction to this level, which is great. But yeah. Is it going to break that level? I think it wants to. That's 10 more points. It's flipping. It does seem like it. It does seem like that it wants to flip. Should be taking out this high then. Let's see if it wants to go above that 250. I'm just curious. If it has up close candles above that level, could be flipping quite a bit. But yeah. to 300. It could retest that level. Yeah, there's a 5-minute fair value gap here also. Could be going for more liquidity, who knows. October. Long form 235. Okay. 235, you say. Down there. It's a nice push here. There was an initial reaction, then it's pushing back up there. I actually like this. I don't see a zone. I mean, I do see a zone. Sorry. I do have a zone here. Right there at 264. I wonder if we are going to get it. Because up there, that's a 5-minute level. Starting at, let's see, the open of this candle is 64.25. Okay, I jumped into a long just to scalp it. This is a scalp trade, nothing more. I'm curious if it wants to tag the zone again. I have to switch here. Only with 5 micros. 264.25. Because this is a scalp trade, I need to be very cautious, very careful. All right, took off 3 micros and putting it to break even. This is a scalp trade. Let's see if it goes there or not. This is on a funded account, so it's, you know, in London I take it, no problem. 64.25 is good for me. All right, we took it. All right, this was scalp, nothing more. I made almost $100 on a funded. It's all right. I take it. It tagged the zone right here. So this was a 15-minute supply zone. So we'll see. Let's just see the initial reaction now on this one. It can also being rejected from here, so that's why you got to be careful. If it's gonna get rejected, we might gonna continue lower. As soon as I saw the opportunity here, to you know, get above 250. I mean, as soon as it traded, actually it didn't close, but it traded above 251. I was like, okay, we should be tagging that 15-minute zone. It was a strong push. But again, the plan is going to be the same. Let's wait for more. And again, what did we talk about earlier? We talked about this situation down here. This right there. The market went down there easy, you know, to go down to previous day low, and look at how much we bounced. That's a lot. That is a lot. So now we should be focusing on this here. This area. So we need to get above that level. Why does it have such an awful color? Okay, it's better. Okay, so the market is reacting to the level again. Rejection is happening here. And 25 short, very close algorithms do it all the time. Oh, I see. Okay, now we have to wait and see if it gets above the zone. I mean, the 15-minute zone. Let's forget about the BC. It doesn't matter anymore. Let's see if we get above the zone, or we're going to stay in this area and drop lower. How are we doing with the likes? We have 94 likes. Can we get 6 more? Just 6 more. 6 more likes. That's all there is to it. Six more likes. I know we can do it. $108. Let's go. Thank you so much. We managed to push through 100 again. That is amazing. Thank you so much, everyone. This was awesome. All right, it could be a possible reversal to the downside. Who knows? Grayson, do you have a girlfriend? Yes, I do. Fiance in this matter, you know, we're engaged since quite a while. Been together since almost 10 years now. I just sneezed. Okay. It seems like the market is not willing to drop right now, which is still, I mean, it's good news because if we can shift higher. I'm from Hungary, center of Europe, Hungarian. From Hungary. Feels like this one wants to shift this area at 285. All right, let's wait and see. It's not shifting yet. It's not shifting. Everything is just, you know, down. Quick look on gold. Okay, it didn't really go lower. Still waiting. I feel like gold is just absolutely a no trade here. Still have 14 minutes until the pre-market open. I can imagine this one go higher. That would be good. That would be really good. If the direction is good on this one, now maybe I can do something different. Let me check. Let me do a quick check on this. So what if this one wants to go here and here? All right. I did something very, very risky. And that is entering into a position to take out the high of the supply zone up there. Might not work out, but let's see what can be done. Because it failed to drop so far, so as far as I'm seeing it, it's still in a good spot. Man, that's not good. Should have known. That's my problem. There's a liquidity void down there. I don't know if it's there. It's there on the micro mini as well. I might close it down. It's only $20 in drawdown, but top of the zone is at 84.50. Oh, come on. 84.50. And let's give another one. If it goes higher, let's see if it gets above 305. It's not going to. Sell stop market 29.50. Okay, this would be it, but this is my problem, man. How could I forget this? I might close it down. It's only 20 points. It's going to go down and reprice that liquidity void. Because there's no volume. If it's not able to push, it's going to reprice the liquidity void down there. That one. Oh, man. All right, closing it. It's going to go down to the liquidity void. All right, I'm done. No more trades. That's it. I'm going to do some over trading here. And I did some real good scalp there. That was good. I had a nice gold trade this morning. I'm not trusting this price action at all. Can easily go down. No more trades. Done. Yeah, no momentum there. That's the problem. But I will be curious if it wants to go down and reprice that level. That would be interesting to see. Oh yeah, no momentum. But like, yeah, it's not that bad on the 5 minute. It's accumulating. The 1 minute looks like it's accumulating positions, but as long as we have that liquidity void both on the mini and the micro, it kind of makes me, you know, scared to jump in. Maybe wait for a pullback is the best option. Attila the Hun, hello. It was Oleg. Currently trading, yes. Let's go. Yeah, that's smooth sailing, at least. Trading Star, good morning. Don't worry, Trading Star, you haven't missed anything because this market is just still not enough volume. Yes, I trade the early New York session, and then I'm also at MyFundedTV. Yes, I believe. Yes, yes, Romer. I do believe in strict time windows in trading. Yes, so I definitely don't think that you should be trading all day. Especially, I mean, there are low probability periods like in between the London and the New York session, anywhere between 5 to 7 a.m. and also the lunch hour in New York. Those are the lowest probability setups, I think. Also, PM sessions in New York are low probability. After 6 p.m. until 8 p.m. until the Asia Open, low probability. So, yes. Well, on your personal cash account depends on the brokerage. I'm not sure. Some brokerages let you to trade with $1,000, $1,500. Some let you to trade with $500. I would suggest to, you know, get yourself an evaluation account for, I don't know, $70, $80, $90. That can get you some extra money. Nikkei chart. I haven't checked it many. I mean, I don't know. Nikkei. Let's check it. Oh my gosh. Is this the right chart? Nikkei futures. Let me look for something else. Well, not much is going on. I think it wants to go for a new all-time high. Is that all-time high? I think it wants to push it. Look at this bearish pin bar. It actually almost got, you know, failed here. Failed attempt. It feels like it wants to go one more time. Whenever I see this bearish pin bar, it doesn't really matter which time frame. It kind of gives me the idea that, okay, there has to be some more liquidity, especially because it's way up there. And it definitely doesn't, I mean, it doesn't look like it wants to crash down yet. I feel like it wants to take these swing highs here, and then ultimately go to refill this wick. So just, you know, be careful. I think it can go a little bit higher on Nikkei. Look at that. Now it's going down to the gap. 38. Everyone hit the like button. Thank you. I pulled a 1360 payout. Let's go, Trading Star. That's amazing. That's amazing, man. Congratulations. Kelly, good morning. Hello. You're welcome. Awesome. I'm super happy for you, Trading Star. That's amazing. Absolutely amazing. 3 minutes until pre-market open. I feel like we're going down to that gap at 37. At least that's what I think will happen. This is why I decided to close the trade earlier. Smart move, yeah. It does. I mean, I'm not necessarily saying it will drop down, but this made me scared. I could have made it sooner, but I made it harder. Well, better late than never, right? And now it's not late, actually. That's a really good job, man. I'm glad. So 1 more minute until 4 a.m. Eastern Standard pre-market open. Is this gonna happen or not? Is this going to happen or not? "15 seconds to go. What kind of move are we going to see? All right, here we are, 4 a.m. Well, so far it's holding the area, which is not bad, but no major reaction so far. Look at this, wow. Okay, so whenever usually there is not enough volume in the market and we leave some liquidity voids around the place, those places act up as possible, you know, drawn liquidity areas, like in this case. I think it should be hitting that level. I think, obviously, we've seen it happen otherwise many times, but who knows? We'll see. We'll wait. Otherwise, there's not much to do. Nice drop, though. And wow, nice push back up there. It could be, okay, it could be a fake drop. If we get above to that supply zone, then maybe the original plan can play out, but then I would be looking for the early New York session for a trade. Dominic, hello. You're in long? Let's go. I have no positions on, so still kind of waiting. What is Nvidia doing? Okay, drop down, going back up there. Meta is down, Tesla is down. I guess Nvidia really has an influence here on the market. Look at how strong of a push is this. could be closing higher than the supply zone here. Look at that. Nice little push here. Is it going to go higher? I wonder. What's the top of the zone? 285. Oh, I have a connection issue again. Whoa. We have T-Roy Deploy. Welcome to the channel. Thanks for joining us. Welcome. Thank you for being here. But I don't know if we're going to have enough time in the New York session to go for it. I mean, to go for those higher prices. The VWAP is right up there at 287. Daily inversion gap. I mean, I know it has a good reaction. I check them sometimes. I know. Possible upside 69.84 on ES. Yeah, let's check it. 69.84. Yeah. I like that. That's also a zone high. Right around midnight too. So, yeah. VWAP retest. It could be. The good news is that the VWAP is right above the top of that supply zone. So that could be a good target, but I don't know. Daily? They're saying daily. Daily inversion gap. Daily inversion gap. I don't know. Let's see. Is that the one? In that case, we might have to... I mean, nice reactions here. This one. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, nice. Good reaction, though. I like it. It's definitely an interesting level. Yeah, looks cool. That is cool. That's a good level. Okay, what is going on? Look at that. Is this going to be a VWAP retest? Who knows? You need to use the volume imbalance for that inversion. Oh, yeah. That's what I was thinking. Like, there's an imbalance here. Volume imbalance goes until here. Right? I do remember ICT was using the volume imbalance too as part of the gap. So, but depends, you know, which candle. If we're just talking about these two candles, like this one and this one, it's not just about the gap between here but you have to use this too. But then what about this one or this one? But yeah, it's definitely interesting. Yeah. On the top as well. You mean this one? I'm getting confused here. It's actually suspension, yeah. Wow. Yeah. Okay, so basically in a suspension block here. Fair value gap with volume imbalance at both end is a suspension block. Yeah. We talked about the suspension block earlier. And that's why. But the reaction is great. I like it. I think it's cool. I think it looks great. Suspension block, oh my gosh, I can't explain it because I haven't really studied it too much. I guess if you type it in YouTube, you'll find lots of things about it, but I'm not going to take a trade here. We had a nice gold trade earlier at the start of the stream. I had a scalp and then almost like a break-even trade, so I'm okay. I don't want to push it more. So I'm calling it here, guys. Thank you for watching. This was... I mean, it was a good session, and at least we talked about some of these things. I'll be back for the early New York session, everyone. So thank you again for being here. If you would like to support the channel, I would really appreciate if you guys use the code TOMSABO up there. You can use it for MyFundedFutures discounts, Lucid Trading, TRADEDAY, TRADEIFY, if you would like to get some. I'm looking to get some codes with TRADEIFY, so... if you use it, we can get some more code. The same goes for Take Profit Trader. I've been said above the extra accounts, I can get 2 more if we can get some more accounts with Take Profit Trader. Same code. Apex is down 80%. Bulenox is down 79%. Funded Futures Network, buy one get one for free. So frequency, there are some good deals. Buy one, get one free, 80%, 79% off at Bulenox and Apex. And Take Profit Trader, TRADEDAY. Check them out. These are really good, but I will summarize it next time. Thank you so much. I'll be back for early New York. God bless you all, and I'll be back soon. Cheers. Yeah, Funded Futures Network is the buy one, get one free.